Okay, we have a quorum present. We open the public hearing for February 17th, 2026 on proposed sewer use charges to be effective July 1, 2026. Everything was noticed properly, right? Are there any members of the public present that would like to speak?
If anyone would like to speak, can you please raise your hand electronically? There is not.
Okay, so we'll give it a, I don't know, respectable 3 minutes, 5 minutes. Is there any commentary from staff? If it's not appropriate in a public hearing, you can use this dead air time if you like. If there's anything you need to say. No.
Just a copy of the public legal notices, including the board package, if anybody has any questions about the proposed rate.
Okay. And if there is anybody from the public listening, they can get to that easily enough, right? Okay, it's 5:33 p.m. Close the public hearing, no action, noting that no action was taken. We'll call the regular meeting of February 17th, 2026 of the Norwalk Water Pollution Control Authority to order at 5:33 p.m. Roll call, item Roman numeral number 3. I see Ostafine, Bovee, Igneri, Manella, Freyer, Weiner Strand. That's 6 of us. So there is a quorum. It is still 5:33. Move on to item 4, acceptance of the minutes. Is there a motion to accept the minutes?
So moved.
By Mr. Igneri. Any comments, questions, edits, corrections, deletions, additions? Ms. Weinerstand?
I just had a correction to the spelling of my name. First name is Anne, A-N-N-E, and the second name is Wennerstrand, Wennerstrand.
Just like it's spelled on the screen.
Yeah, like it's spelled on the screen.
Anything else? Anybody else? All in favor? Aye. Ostapine, Bovee, Igneri, Manella, Freyer, Wennerstrand. Okay. That's unanimous. It is 5:34. Is there any public participation for the regular meeting?
If anybody would like to speak, can you please raise your hand? There is not.
Okay, moving on to Roman numeral 6, and it's 5:35. New business. A, approve the sewer user rates to be effective July 1st, 2026. Is there a motion to approve the Mr. Igneri again? Any comments or presentation from staff?
No.
Okay, everybody clear? Gone through this on previous meetings. All in favor? Aye. Okay, Ossifan, Bovee, Igneri, Manila, Frayer, Weiner Strand. That's unanimous. Thank you. Item B, it is 5:35. Approve the proposed FY 26-27 operating budget, copy attached. Is there a motion to approve the proposed operating budget? By Mr. Frayer, and any presentation from staff?
No, the budget is the same as was presented last month.
Are there any questions from the board? All in favor? Aye. Ossifan, Bovee, Igneri. Weiner Strand. In favor. Mr. Frayer is in favor. Mr. Manella? In favor? Okay, that's unanimous. 5:36 PM. Item 6, approve the proposed FY 26-27 capital budget, copy and close. Is there a motion to approve the capital budget? By Mr. Bovee. Any presentation from staff?
No, the capital budget is the same as was proposed previous last month.
Any questions from the board? Mr. Manella?
It's a stupid one, and it might have been the operating budget. Is OMI supposed to be Veolia? Like, how come that never changed?
It's something in the finance office, but yes, it is Veolia.
Okay, it was just weird. Okay, good. That's it. I'm good.
It's also that way on the Munis report, sir. Not quite sure. We'll try to get it changed.
Just curious, that's all.
We could change $1 million contractor, but okay. All right, so all in favor? We did that. Everybody's good. Unanimous. All right. Roman numeral 7, all business. A, contract operation reports. It's 5:38.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Apologies in advance if audio is questionable. I'm not in my normal setup today, but we're going to go ahead and go over the highlights for January. And if there's any questions, as always, let me know. So starting off with some statistics for the collections team. This month, our team completed 2.3 miles of CCTV inspection, 1.84 miles of sewer cleaning, and 21 manhole inspections. They completed 0 miles of SLRAT and hot list cleaning, mainly due to low temperatures. But it looks like we might be getting past that finally. The team responded to 9 service calls in the collection system. And our IPP inspection program conducted 28 inspections this month. Our main topic of this month was this month the facility and multiple pump stations experienced a total power loss on the 15th of January due to an issue with the power company themselves. Our generator systems automatically kicked on, restored functionality to all the critical facility equipment. We had the whole team on site monitoring all the equipment and processes closely until line power was restored. And we have a meeting scheduled with the WPCA staff to discuss lessons learned from the event since it's so infrequent at our site currently. So we want to capitalize on the most we can from what happened. In other news, we had a Hawk technician was out on site this month repairing an ammonia and nitrate analyzer. We installed potable water lines and backflow preventer to supply our return activated sludge pumps with seal water in the event of an emergency. They are typically fed with plant water. Our maintenance team completed the annual inspections for Moody Street siphon. And for the month, the facility's nitrogen performance was 620 pounds per day. On the regulatory events side of things, we did experience one small but albeit important SSO this month as a result of the power outage. We're discussing next steps on how to prevent that from happening in the future. That's part of our meeting with the WPCA staff. The event was reported promptly to all required parties, and it was remedied almost immediately, but it did occur. The facility followed all its permit requirements for the month of January, and we submitted the net DMR, MOR, NAR, and bi-monthly sludge reports to CT Deep and EPA in January. Any questions? Hearing none.
None, please continue.
I'll move on. Item B, I believe it is, or 2, major repair and replacement, wash press screw replacement. So we have 3 bar screens and consequently 3 wash presses behind those bar screens that compact the screenings. Those have a screw inside of them, which has tended to wear and break over the years. They are fairly old, at least this one is. So we need to replace the screw. So that is what the project request is for.
Any questions? 541, Roman numeral B1, reports FY 25-26 revenue expenditures.
So a copy of the fiscal year 25-26 revenue expenditure munis report was included in the backup. Does anyone have any questions, comments?
Hearing none, 2.
All right. Asset evaluation, year 3. In the Veolia contract, after every 3 years, there's an incentive to assess the condition of the assets. So Wright Pierce was the consultant that performed the baseline, and the city hired them to perform the year 3 assessment of the assets. They look at the wastewater treatment plant, specifically asset preservation, maintenance, operations, site appearance, safety, and come up with a total percentage of that. We gave them 40 points as far as the criteria for the treatment plant. With the criteria, this was a 100-point system. It's like sort of like a bonus, like an annual bonus at the end of the year. We came up with criteria. We shared that with the Veolia team, and they agreed with the criteria as part of the assessment. And like I said, it's looking at the treatment plant, pump stations, collection system, and some miscellaneous. So this year 3 was the first time implementing that criteria. And pump stations, they did pretty well as well, which we expected because bringing in the Suez Veolia team, asset preservation was critical, a part of the procurement process. Collection system, they did excellent, meeting all the goals for the incentive, and then miscellaneous, for the most part, besides some billing issues, they got full points there as well. Conclusion was 89.6 points out of a maximum of 100, and we're really excited. Again, after 2 years of procurement, bringing on a new contractor, developing a contract that's really going to protect the assets of the wastewater system, treatment plant, pump stations, collection system. After year 3, it's the team is meeting our expectations. We're currently in year 6. The reason why there was a delay, COVID, and then also there's over 3,000, I think over 3,500 assets within the treatment plant. So identifying the critical assets to assess. And the team spent quite some time going through that. We've developed around 650 assets total. And every 3 years, we're going to continue this assessment. Come June 30th, we're going to finish contract year 6. So come July 1st of this year, we're going to look to do contract year 6 assessment as well. I don't know if anybody has any questions.
Five 45 PM. Steve?
So discussion on engineering projects. The wastewater treatment plant final settling tank upgrade. WPCA staff continue to work with our consultant Arcadis, and we're progressing towards the 60% design.
Questions? Item 2, C2, collections.
For the Bettswood and Barber Drive drainage improvement and sewer separation project, not much has changed from last meeting. We're hopeful for a fall bid, but we're looking to get some utilities moved prior to that bid. So we're in coordination with both the water department as well as the gas to try and get those issues resolved.
Questions? Item 3, Boughton.
Bowen Street, we finished our soil borings. The consultant that we've hired for the 30% design will have a 30% design for presentation next meeting. We're hopeful to have again that cost estimate and get direction from all of you as to what to do next for this particular project.
Questions? Item 4, collection 4 Point Street. Pump
So for the
station.
4 Point Pump Station Sewer Shed Rehabilitation Project, Veolia's collection teams are completing the CCTVing and cleaning of both Sewer Shed 1 and 2 that feed into the 4 Point Pump Station. We reviewed the scope with Brown and Caldwell, our consultant, and they're developing a proposal so that we can get that project rolling and hopefully out to bid for the summer.
Great. Any questions? No questions. It's 547D. 1, Killer Brook.
Keeler Brook Pump Station, the Veolia's continues to maintain the temporary bypass on a daily basis. City staff is working with, continue to work with the insurance and FEMA on the storm claim. Our design consultant, Wright Pierce, is progressing on the redesign of the pump station for the new location. And our other consultant, Ty and Bond, we're working with them on the survey for the plot of land, which is slightly paused because of the snow piles are everywhere. And also working on the demolition of the building and the site grading and drainage of the site.
No questions? Item 2, collection Beacon Street.
Beacon Street's going well. Sorry, my computer. Beacon Street's going well. We're hopeful to be off of Beacon Street and start working on Dascom's Lane and East Avenue and Sunset within the next couple months. But other than that, Beacon Street's going right along, right on schedule.
Any questions on Beacon Street? No. Okay, it's 548.
Item E, sewer use appeals and adjustments to date are $20,784.
Any questions on that? No. 548, information copies.
Yep. That'll be me. 2025 CSO report was submitted on February 12th, 2026 to the Connecticut DEP. Happy to report in 2025, we had no CSO events. Specifically, this is at the wastewater treatment plant, outfall 002, did not activate. So we did not go above 30 MGD, which would trigger an activation for outfall 002.
Questions on any of that? Okay. Item Roman numeral 8, it's 549. Is there a motion to go into executive session? Mr. Igneri, all in favor? Aye. Oscar Bovee, Igneri, Manella, Frayer, Winter Strand, that's unanimous. See you there.
Thank you, Ms. Bird. Okay. Waiting for, let's see, Mary Bovee, Winter Stand.
Right.
Yeah, that's it. Prayer. There you go. looking for Igneri and
I'm here.
Bovee. Okay, thank you. And, oh, I'm sorry. I
Yeah, I'm
just
here.
can't see everybody. Got it. Yeah, looks like everybody's here. It is 6:43. We've left executive session and no action was taken during executive session. Is there a motion to adjourn the regular meeting?
So moved.
Mr. Igneri, all in favor? Aye. I won't do roll call. I see hands. It's unanimous. Thank you. And see you next month.
Thank you.
Thank you.